Hello, welcome to badatpad, now which me tries to be endgame content. Today we are talking about something very super special, awesome, exciting, which is this MP shop survey. First things first, there's two housekeeping things. One thing, this iPhone screen, a little grainy. I switched to a lightning cable connector. We're going to see how that works because my one-shot challenge, the iPhone screen was really choppy and the audio was terrible, so hopefully this works better. Second thing second, this is not really an update or anything important. I just saw Mantastic streaming and he was wearing a robe, so I feel like I pioneered the patter with a robe trend. Just kidding. Mantastic is like, I am a big fan of him. He's like my nerd brother from another mother, except he doesn't know I exist, and he is much better at puzzle dragons than me. So let's get on to the MP shop survey, which is very exciting. So basically what is happening, and this happened in Japan already, so I don't really need to know the post, see how it works. This is, I believe, Puzzle Dragon's replacement for Player Choice Godfest, which is basically where we as players get to vote for things we want to get. In Player Choice Godfest, we would vote for a monster. Each of us could vote for one monster, and the top 25 of them will be put into a rare egg machine along with some trash golds and stuff like that, and we could roll for them. So maybe the top, I don't know what to give an example, but the top 25 monsters cumulatively would be in a rare egg machine. Since the rare egg machine format has changed, however, I don't think Gung Ho is doing Player's Choice Godfest anymore. I don't know how it would work exactly with the new REM. And I think this is their way of doing a voting Player's Choice Godfest replacement, which is each of us, any player who plays the game who has a player ID, gets to vote for one monster, and the number one monster that's most voted for gets put in the MP shop. If you are unaware what an MP shop is, it's if you go into the shop menu here, this one, beep beep beep, and then you go to purchase monster. There are some monsters in here you can purchase with things called monster points. The monster point system is Puzzle Dragon's way of, if you get bad rolls, you can sell monsters, or I mean you can sell monsters, you can farmable monsters too that drop from dungeons, but they're not worth very much MP. Rare egg machine monsters you can sell for monster points. 6-star GFE is giving you the most at 50,000. Most monsters who are 5-star, I believe, give you about 3,000 to 5,000. And there's monsters in here such as this Dark Athena, which is very good as leaders. These are unique to this, to the monster point shop. Monsters are unique to the shop. You don't usually get REM monsters in here, and you don't get monster point shop monsters in the REM. However, in this case, one monster from the Godfests, one Godfest exclusive will be in this monster shop to be available for purchase for 1 million MP if we're getting the same as Japan. Theirs was 1 million MP. Now, the main question you're probably here for is who should I vote for, or who should you vote for, and who probably may be wondering who I'm going to vote for. Some history is Japan got Yog Shohath, who is the 2-combo amazing light leader. He's on my banner on this channel somewhere. I do not have a Yog. He would be cool to have. Let me go back to this post. Japan voted for Yog. Some people thought that was a mistake. I thought it was fine. I would be happy to get Yog. I would have bought Yog if I was in Japan because I don't have one. Before we get into looking at what other people say, maybe I want to say the best strategy might be to vote smartly. Maybe don't vote for your white whale. Of course, I really just want to tell you who I want to vote for. You should don't vote for him. That's not like a good, use of this platform to just subjectively give you who I subjectively want to vote for. But objectively, we should probably be trying to stack votes on one monster that would be good for everybody. That's because I feel like if we split up our votes a lot, we'll just end with one weird monster or one we might not necessarily want. Kind of like how the Republican election went. Voting for the Republican candidate went for this America's election, which I'm not going to say who I prefer for president, who I wanted to win, but among the presidential candidates, I think we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it. But we kind of probably want to vote smartly, and I'll vote for one monster that'll be universally good for everyone. So let's check out Reddit actually for what they've been saying. This is the post that on Reddit. Generally, by the way, if in case you're wondering, the people on Reddit who play pad on Reddit pad are usually smarter and better at the game than the people who are on pad's Facebook. Just generally, if you're on Facebook, of course, that doesn't mean you're dumb. Or on pad's Facebook, or who frequent the Puzzle Dragon Facebook page, doesn't mean you're bad at the game. But the general player level of Reddit is usually because the more nerdy people who really care about the game are on here. That's why the player level is better. So people are saying don't vote Yogg, vote Cotton, or Nay. Cotton, make an alt vote Cotton, vote Cotton. Nay's replaceable, Cotton is better than Nay. Please vote for Cotton, not Nay or Yogg. Nay. Blah 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 blah. Can't wait for the Yogg thanks to the great Facebook. Oh, so I didn't even see this post. That was it's the thing I said. Do not vote Fujin, blah 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 blah. Anything else people say? I'm salty, the person downvoting the Cotton. There's no reason to vote Fujin when you can trade for Fujin like Uruka. True. Let's see. Damn it, everyone needs a Cotton. Fujin. Can I vote for Neptune? Oh my god, this is stupid. No, it's GFE only, I believe. I think that's what the Facebook post says. So, let's talk about the things, the monsters you probably might vote for. So there's 4 options, at least judging from Reddit. There's Fujin, there's Yogg, there's Cotton, and there's Nay. If you were between Cotton and Nay, you should probably vote for Cotton. Don't put Nay in. This is a ring finger. Cotton, Nay. Don't vote for, I almost actually flip you off. Don't vote for Nay, vote Cotton. Why? Because Cotton brings more utility than just 7 combos. She gives you a follow-up attack. So she's generally like 75% of the time more useful than Nay. Maybe as an example, I have a blue Nay. I got that before I got the Cotton, but before I got my Cotton. But even when I just had the blue Nay, I actually never ever used it on a team. I just used it as a Ryu Nay style inherit for my Amatsu. Because other things exist that do have 7 combos. You don't need Nay for 7 combos, and actually a lot of the things that do have 7 combo have time extends, and Nay's lack of time extends kind of makes me sad as a slightly average player. So I actually never really used Nay as outside of an inherit. I will now because the blue Sonya, green Sonya ults need dragon types, and I'm going to use Stacker for damage. But if you're outside of that, like Anubis and all the general common teams, there's a lot of double 7 options out there, so you don't need just pure double 7, and usually double 7 with a utility like Amatsu, Scald, Cotton, the utility being follow-up attack or guard break or something, or void damage, I don't know, something is usually better than just double 7s. So Cotton is usually better than Nay. You should probably vote Cotton. Also, her materials are easy to acquire a little bit. Not a lot bit, but a little bit to evolve her. Also, by the way, the reason why a lot of people want to vote Cotton is because you can put her onto a lot of different teams, and you can she's like an Eevee from Pokemon. You can customize her type to whatever you want to. If you have a need for a fire follow-up attack, you can make her fire. If you need a dark follow-up attack, which a lot of people need because they're very rare, you can make a dark one. Like, you can make her whatever color you want to, and she has several different types, so you can match types. I made a light Cotton because I wanted a light follow-up attack, and I wanted her healer type so she can equip dragon killers. So other things you could vote for: Fujin and Yogg. Between those two, between these 3, as for who I'm gonna vote for, it's gonna be either Yogg or Cotton. I'll vote Cotton if I'm feeling altruistic. I don't particularly have a need for a second Cotton. It wouldn't be bad. I would probably buy it if it showed up in the MB shop, because I could use the green Cotton for my green Sonya team, because my green Sonya team in the future would need a follow-up attacker. I would love to have Yogg. Subjectively, my heart tells me vote for Yogg. My head tells me probably you should vote for Cotton. My heart is wrong slightly, because we're probably most likely like 70% are going to get the Yu Yu Hakusho collab, and I will be able to trade for my Yusuke, and I'm going to do so in a heartbeat, and he can basically be as good as Yogg or better. So I'll probably end up with a good enough light leader anyways, but I would be happy if Yogg showed up, and I would probably buy him if Yogg showed up. I think Yogg's damage is higher than Yusuke's anyways. But a lot of people on Reddit do say that Yogg is only useful for 3-player annihilation and not many other dungeons, because long dungeons Yogg struggles because needing 6 light orbs is kind of a high requirement, and any preemptives will ruin your day. So he's a very active heavy team is what they say. So most people are saying Cotton is more universally useful and will be OP for a while. They also say Yusuke is going to come out, so you can just get Yusuke from the Yu Yu Hakusho collab again, and you won't need Yogg to vote for Cotton. So, objectively, you probably should vote for Cotton. I don't know who I'm going to vote for still. Oh, also, but now the last one is Fujin. Between Fujin and Cotton, it's really up to you. I know that both of those and Yogg are 3 cards that tend to evade people. Fujin is almost essential to clearing endgame content. You can deal with it by having like a friend leader who has a Fujin inherit for stuff like Arena 1, 2, 3, other random one-shots that tend to have damage absorbed, Hair Dragon, Descended, whatever. Fujin is super, like Starling Dragon from Alterina. Fujin is indispensable against those because who wants damage control these days? Everyone just wants to blast damage at things, which is I like to blast damage at things. It's fine. And I know some people are not lucky enough. I happened to get a Fujin my very first Player's Choice Godfest about a year ago. I thought it was wasn't even running Arena at the time. I was like, what do we do with this Fujin thing? What even is like a absorb shield? I don't even know what that is. But I have since found I do use her quite a bit as an inherit for arena running. So I honestly, if you really need a Fujin, you probably should just vote for a Fujin. Some people are saying, one thing to note, by the way, similar to Yu Yu Hakusho in Japan, which hasn't come to North America yet, but it probably will. Pad Academy, which is another collab, also has gotten some updates in Japan. One thing is they also do have a trade system, which I should probably explain the trade system briefly. The trade system in Japan is probably going to come to US. In fact, they announced it would on the stream, and it would be applicable to collabs. Pad Academy for sure is going to come to North America if Yu Yu Hakusho doesn't, because we have already had Pad Academy. And one of the updates in Japan, first of all, they have the trading system. Second of all, they have a new monster, which is Pad Academy Uruka, who has a Fujin style active. So, in the future at some point, you're going to be able to trade stuff for Uruka. Probably other 8-star collab roles, because she's an 8-star from the Pad Academy. You can either trade 8-star collab roles from Pad Academy or some select 6-star GFVs for Uruka, who has a Fujin active. Basically, all that to say, if you have the right materials, you will probably be able to get a Fujin guaranteed, or a Fujin style active guaranteed. Furthermore, there are a number of Fujin style actives in the game now. There's Fujin herself, Uruka from Heroines, Uruka from Pad Academy will be coming soon, Lug from the Celtic series, and several other collab ones, I believe. The Kenshin collab has one, and the, what's the last one? King of Fighters collab has Uruka as well. So there's a number of places you could, not Uruka, has Fujin style active as well. There's a number of places you could obtain a Fujin style active, so it's not as rare anymore. But if you really, really need one, I probably can't like deprive you of Fujin any longer. You can vote for Fujin if you want to. She's going to be a good sub. She's going to get a new evolution in the future, which makes her a good sub. With that being said, the 3 things you could vote for again are probably Cotton, Fujin, Yogg. Vote Cotton if you want to be altruistic, or if you don't have a Cotton, just vote for Cotton. Between these 3, it's kind of more subjective what you want to vote for. Cotton is probably universally what everyone could make good use of, even if it's not their white whale like a Fujin or a Yogg is. Everyone will benefit from a Cotton, so that's why people on Reddit are saying vote for Cotton. Fujin, hopefully you can get lucky at some point. Again, if you want to vote Fujin, if you really, really want to, please just vote for it. Even if other people, because a lot of people on Reddit who are saying vote Cotton probably all have Cottons already, or all have Fujins already, so that's why they probably don't care as much. Yes. Generally in Puzzle Dragons, it generally feels like if there's something you don't have, like you really, really want it, and once you get it, it's like not quite as good as you imagine. Like it's like, oh, it's like fine. Like it, but when you don't have it, it hurts. Kind of like with any of those, Fujin or Yogg. I'd say actually with Khan it's the least because there are other double 7 combo follow-up attackers that exist. Unless you have none of them, then of course it hurts to not have a double 7 combo. So that is my general thoughts on the survey. It lasts from this Monday today to next Monday. So make sure to vote by then. You exercise your right to vote, just like with politics, with IRL voting for your government officials. It's a right that is you should definitely exercise. Don't not vote. Vote for something. If you didn't know if you were neutral about to vote for, probably vote for Khan. If you really, really want a Fujin or Yogg, just vote for them. This is a game, you know, that is for us to have fun, so you should have fun and try to get what's good for you, probably. The smart thing to do would probably be vote for Khan, but just like with real voting, I can't tell you who you have to vote. Your opinion is your own. You should probably vote for who you really want to vote for. As for who I'm going to vote for is between Yogg and Cotton. I probably will either be stuck in indecision and not vote for either of them, or vote for, I don't know. I'll see in the future. I'll update you in the future who I end up voting for. This person, actually, I also want to address this. There's someone on here who says to vote for Matcha. I think they're wrong. I actually downvoted it. Because I think they're wrong. Because Matcha, by the way, if you're unaware, Matcha and Lee from Dragonball Dragon Callers do a leader swap ability, an inheritable leader swap ability, which is most often used to give 7x6 boards to leaders who normally don't get 7x6 boards who benefit from them. So you can run like Anubis 7x6 or 7x6 as your lead with Anubis sub with Lee or Matcha on it in your sub pool. Then you swap it into first place and the 7x6 board persists, but you have Anubis as the lead. And then you can get massive damage and get consistency. This person says vote for Matcha. Let's see what everyone else says. Yogg is not top tier. This person's wrong. Yogg is still top tier in Japan. Across all of the accounts, or all of the aggregate tier lists, or all the tier lists, Yogg is within the top or the second top, so he's wrong. TLDR, no it's not. Leader swapping is tedious. This person is correct. Oh yes, thank God. Okay, this person, other people do agree with me. It's true, leader swapping is kind of tedious. Like, I rolled a lead DBDC and I've used it like once. Because I generally don't need it. Like, sometimes, once in a blue baboon, there's like one dungeon that has like 200 million health that I need a leaf for. Altarina, like, you can beat it with Blue Mail Hunter. You'll be able to beat it with the Blue Sonya, Green Sonya leads, any other thing. You don't need all the damage in the world for it. You can beat it with gemstones, blah blah blah. Like, I've literally I think I've only used it like for 2 significant dungeons since I've had Lee, which is since when DBDC was. But for now, anyone is better than Yogg. No one really wants 7x6. Yeah, I think that's true. And it takes a long time to stall up the leader swap too, especially in the hard dungeons when they have fat cooldowns too. Let's see. Yeah, Matcha is used. See, oh, I didn't even read this post. Wow, these people are agreeing, as I only used around 2 occasions and it was painfully boring. It's true. Yeah, you don't really need to swap for other things. Okay, cool, these people agree with me. This person's long-winded post is wrong. Sorry, dude. I guess everyone has their own opinions, but you're probably a person who doesn't have, this is probably a person who doesn't have Matcha or Lee. And I think he feels the power too much. Or he overestimates their power, or they're not necessary. It takes way too long, especially with Anubis. 7 turn with the Lee on top, it's like 30 turns to stall. It's like a lot. So with that is the MP shop stuff. It's a very exciting announcement. They didn't hint at this at all for stream. I do hope they come out with the Blue Sonya, Green Sonya alt soon. Let me know who you are going to vote for, because I'm curious. Don't be a troll and just don't vote for something dumb. Don't vote for like Neptune like the other person. You can't even vote for Neptune. It's only GFEs. do at least vote for a 6-star. If you don't like any of the 4 top choices, which is Nei, Cotton, Yogg, and Fujin, at least vote for a 6-star. Don't vote for like Tsubaki or something. Not that Tsubaki is bad, but you know, make it something good. Okay, let me know who you want to vote for, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.